I just want to ask each of you, what's the one piece of advice you would give the next Secretary of Health and Human Services? Dr.
Develop a
Sullivan.
more vigorous health promotion, disease prevention program. The 20th century, in my view, was the time of scientific advances. We want them to continue. But we neglected improving health behavior. If we are successful in improving health behavior, as we have in a few areas, such as decreasing tobacco use, we will see an enormous improvement in health of our citizens and also a dramatic reduction in healthcare costs. That's why we need to emphasize health literacy in our population to a much greater degree than we have thus far.
Donna Shalala.
I think what I just said, to focus on some prevention up front and to organize the private sector and the country to do those three things. And then I would use economic incentives. I would streamline the whole system so that innovation could come in, and but to do that in a bipartisan manner.
Be bold. You have an opportunity like you've never had before. The healthcare system has got to be changed. It can be built upon in the ACO. You have tremendous opportunities. Sit down with the leadership of both political parties. Invite them over to the Humphrey Building and sit down and have coffee with them and talk to them about changes. 3, do something about chronic illnesses in America, which is 75% of the cost. 4th, start talking about death in America, because we're all going to die, but 28% of the cost of Medicare is in the last 6 months of a person's life. And what happens? A grandson and granddaughter come home after they haven't talked to grandma in 8 months and feel sorry, and they demand that grandma has every bit of care, and all grandma wants to do is go home and retire and go to sleep. And we force poor people and elderly people to take more drugs and so on and so forth, driving up the cost of Medicare and not improving their quality of life one bit. There's so much that can be done. Let's do it. Let's do it together on a bipartisan basis, and let's look for America to be, once again, the best healthcare system in the world.
Kathleen Sebelius.
Stay away from websites.